Hello, and welcome back. This is the Industry Transparency Podcast, where we discuss topics, trends of the natural health and ingredient industry. My name is Steve Imgrund. I am the Communications and Marketing Lead for ITC, as well as the Collagen Stewardship Alliance. Here again with Len Monheit, CEO of ITC and Director of the CSA. Our expertise is really in consumer insight, business strategy in the dietary supplement and ingredient industry. And today we are going to be diving into a very important aspect of transparency in this space, and that is third-party certifications. Zooming in on a category where there is perhaps a little bit more confusion and also a lack of transparency, collagen. And when looking at the industry itself, there really has been more of a push for transparency, even from my perspective, beginning my career in this space in 2018. Practitioners really have always been a little bit more savvy and skeptical, but even consumers are beginning to ask tough questions. They really want proof. They don't want to just listen to marketing. And that is where third-party certifications can help cut through the noise and spotlight companies that are doing the right things. So turning it over to you, Len, have you seen this conversation around third-party certification shift over the years, and are they playing a bigger role now than perhaps they used to?
The concept of third-party certifications has been around for a long time. You've got the quality certifications broadly, GMP certifications, and those types of things. And that has allowed the industry, but also consumers, to differentiate what is really a confusing and non-differentiated, otherwise, playing field. So the third-party certifications do allow another element of differentiation between the companies that just are and the companies that deserve to be elevated because they're investing, participating, and doing other things. So the need for third-party certifications has been growing. The massive driver for this is really transparency. And we've got consumer research for 8 years running now that shows that transparency is driving purchase decisions. What does transparency mean? It means various things. It means information on the supply chain, information on the ingredients, disclosure of more than readily available information, access to certificates of analysis. But increasingly, that transparency drive is also about quality-based and or value-based certifications. So the evidence is there from a consumer perspective. And it's a confusing marketplace, even for us that are in the industry. Let's put the consumer hat on, and they are so massively confused trying to differentiate. There's so many brands, there's so many suppliers, there's so much information, there's so much noise. And the right certification standing for the right thing actually does elevate, and it crystallizes and makes that buying decision that much easier. So that's why this third-party certification is resonating even more. And it allows us to spotlight responsible companies, elevating those that are doing the right thing when it comes to quality, when it comes to the science that they're supporting, the claims that they're making. So it can all be wrapped and all bundled into one thing. So that's all happening as we speak. And in a category like collagen, popular category, high growth, confusion, difference in sources, difference in types, all things like that, it has an even bigger role.
Yep. So sticking on collagen, could you maybe walk us through how the Collagen Stewardship Alliance came to be and the role that it has played so far in helping the category evolve into something a little bit more science-backed?
Excellent. So the two words that are really important, and one I've already referenced, and that is the principle of transparency, and the other is the middle word of the Alliance name, and it's stewardship. So when we conceived of this category and its opportunity, first of all, explosive growth, high popularity, a lot of information, a lot of misinformation, and the inconsistencies of what is substantiated and science-based, what are the various sources. So a lot to wrap one's head around, and we determined that there was an opportunity to build an alliance that would try to transparently and with stewardship in mind, effectively and responsibly grow the collagen category. And we developed a work plan in consultation with our alliance partners And one of the things that came out of that was, well, we need a way to substantiate and to disclose. We need a way to disclose the science, disclose the source, disclose collagen types, all of these things fundamentally. That gave rise to a lexicon, which has now evolved into a 101 guide for collagen. The vegetarian vegan collagen issue, it's a real thing. Collagen, as one generally knows, is an animal protein, but increasingly there's non-animal sources that are made with various technologies like fermentation, so that needs to be transparently disclosed. At least that's the stance of the Alliance. And then all of this wraps into the opportunity to provide a certification or seal that rewards and elevates companies that are doing it the proper way. Okay, so that was all of the activities in the backgrounder that developed the work plan for the Collagen Stewardship Alliance, and then the fundamentals that and considerations that went into the Collagen Verified Third-Party Certification Program.
Yep. So speaking of the Collagen Verified Program, we have now successfully had 3 companies pass through the certification, and we've spoken to these companies, and you'll hear firsthand why they pursued this verification, what stood out compared to other certifications, and what value that they could be already seeing in the market. So those companies are BioBerica with their Colavent N2, Stratum Nutrition with their NEM, Ovolux and Eggshell Collagen Support Complex, as well as Lonza with their UC2. So we will hear from them now.
Good day. My name is Len Monheit. I'm the Executive Director of the Collagen Stewardship Alliance, and today my guest is Javier Velasco, who's the Quality and R&D Director from BioBerica. And we're here to talk a little bit about the CSA's Collagen Verified Certification Program, a third-party certification program that was introduced about 1.5 years ago. And actually, BioBerica is the first collagen company to come through the certification program. We're really excited at CSA about this program, administered for us by SGS NutraSource as part of their NutraStrong certification umbrella. And it's really designed to cause or allow differentiation in the collagen marketplace. It's a very crowded space, very confusing space, and we wanted to elevate those ingredients and those brands that have exceptional science at those, and then are supporting companies making claims against that science by the work that they've done to build their portfolio over the course of years in some cases. Okay, so there's a lot of products that are being entered into the market. It can be a challenge to find ones that are verified for both safety as well as quality, as well as the values of the organization, in fact. Okay, so that program is designed, the Collagen Verified program is designed to turn that around, and we are really, really excited to talk with BioBerica today. So, Dr. Velasco, maybe you want to introduce yourself and a little bit of your background with BioBerica and the category.
Okay. Well, first of all, thank you very much, Len, for this opportunity. It's a real pleasure to be on this podcast today to talk about this exciting step we have taken with our ingredient and how it aligns with the need of safety and quality verification in the, as you call, crowded collagen market, right? Speaking about a little bit about myself, my background is biology and food technology. I did my PhD in industrial biotechnology, and I've been working in many companies around Europe, always developing ingredients, both for pharmaceutical applications, but also for food applications. I joined BioBerica 7 years ago, and right now my role, as you mentioned, is to be R&D and quality director here in the company.
Excellent, excellent. And how did you come across the NutraStrong Collagen Verified Program? And from a corporate standpoint, what really caused the folks there to take the interest and then go and become the first collagen verified supplier?
Well, we actually became aware of the NutraStrong program thanks to our partnership with the Collagen Stewardship Alliance. Again, given how crowded the collagen market is, we felt that it was absolutely necessary to provide a higher level of trust and transparency to the entire collagen category. At the end, our ultimate goal is to make it easier for customers and to take the right decision. We think that's critical, and to really identify those high quality and clinically proven collagen ingredients out there. This program was the perfect way to fix that commitment from our side, right? So we are very happy to be part of this program.
Excellent. Well, we're glad to have you aboard with the program. So what ingredient are you certifying? And are there some important aspects about the ingredient you want to highlight to the audience that's going to listen to this interview?
Perfect. Well, we are certifying our, let's call it flagship ingredient, which is called Collagen N2, which is a native type 2 collagen. Well, we think that there are a few things that really make Collagen N2 stand out, right? First is a high quality ingredient that is clinically proven. I can highlight right now that we have both a recent clinical study in healthy subjects and a study just focused on women, which is great for showing broad efficacy, right? Especially as in any ingredient for native collagen focusing in mobility. But beyond science, Bioverica itself operates in a very high quality standard, because we also have this pharmaceutical footprint, let's call it. And we focus in manufacturing excellence, transparency, and for us it's very important our circular economy model. We are actually the first collagen manufacturer to receive this NutraStrong Collagen Verification for our ingredient, for Collagen N2. And that's something we are incredibly proud of.
Absolutely. And because you're a pharmaceutical style manufacturer, as well as you talked about the circular model, I mean, both of those are important aspects of being able to comply with this verification program. So from a document standpoint, a document review standpoint, was that the case?
Yeah, well, of course. What we have is a very specific quality management system that is basically a pharmaceutical standard. And I have to say that the process to get the certification was very clear and systematic, as we like the process to be, as we expected from a strong third-party program. And at the end, well, the process was evaluation and verification of 5 key areas for our ingredient, for our Collagen N2 ingredient. First of all was identity, source, quality, safety, and very important, clinical substantiation. So we really dove into the details, and we check in collaboration with the third party the specification sheet and verify all the analytical sources, all the methods, etc. And our quality system in terms of production, our good manufacturing practices in the facility. So it was a very rigorous process, and at the end, I think that for us, we are very proud to be the first company having this certification.
As I think you should be. So what do you think the benefits are for your customers to now incorporate this ingredient into their products?
Well, that's a very good question, a fantastic question. The benefits really work, I would say, in two levels. Just of course, customers are important, but also for the brands. For supplement and functional food brands, the NutraStrong Collagen Verified seal is a huge advantage, I think. It helps their final products really stand out from all the brands in the market. And I think it's a very powerful badge of quality they can put right on their packaging. And obviously for the customer, it provides that easy to spot assurance. It really helps them identify collagen products that are not just high quality, but also that have been clinically proven.
Excellent. And now that you're officially collagen verified through NutraStrong, from a business standpoint, how is this translating to opportunity internally and then externally?
Well, for us, this could be a game changer because it helps to create a new industry standard, right? Externally, it is our of the highest benefit to customers, as I said. It helps the customers to make the right choice by selecting high quality collagen brands, and also empowers the brands we partner with by allowing them to differentiate the product, right? And internally also, it's important, it validates our commitment to those high standards that we talk about, our manufacturing excellence and transparency, which ultimately strengthens our businesses and our partners.
We're excited to have you aboard, your support right from the outset for the Collagen Stewardship Alliance, and then jumping into this program and showing excellence and elevating. We wish you continued success with it. We're excited to be on this journey with BioVerica as the Collagen Stewardship Alliance. And let's differentiate and let's create some boundaries in this category to have it grow to its potential.
That's exactly what we think about this product, and not just this one, but all the products that we produce and commercialize around the world.
Okay, Dr. Velasco, thank you very much. Look forward to continued work together.
Thank you, Len.
Good day, everybody. My name is Len Monheit. I'm the Executive Director of the Collagen Stewardship Alliance, and I'm here to talk a little bit about the Alliance and about our Collagen Verified Program that we are in collaboration with SGS NutraSource on. And I've got a few guests that are with me. I've got Arun Nair, who is with Stratum Nutrition, and I've got Kevin Yan, who's with SGS NutraSource. A little bit of background about the Collagen Stewardship Alliance. We've been around for about 5 years, and our mission is to steward responsible growth, make sure that we're as transparent as possible within the global collagen category. And we've got a number of initiatives, including education, that we use to do that. But one of the programs that we're really excited about that has been in place for the last year or so is our Collagen Verified Certification Program that is administered for us by SGS NutraSource. And Kevin, why don't you introduce yourself and talk about the program?
Yeah, for sure. Thank you very much, Len. So my name is Kevin Yan. I'm here with SGS NutraSource as the VP of Product Certifications. So working together with the CSA, we developed this program really for a few different priorities. The first priority that we had was making sure that there's quality in the products and brands and ingredients that are used in this space. So a couple of ways that we ensure this quality is by making sure that program participants undergo proper testing for their products. That would be at like ISO 17025 certified laboratories, that the testing that they're doing makes sense for the types of products. They're looking at source of product, type of product, and all the other quality parameters of those products. And then also at the manufacturing process, that where the products are being manufactured, being bottled, being handled, have proper quality in place, whether that's GMP certification through organizations such as NSF or other GMP certifications. Another important pillar of our program is transparency. By taking those quality parameters and the testing, as well as looking at label claims on the products, one of the key aspects of the program is to make sure that the amounts of ingredient being used in the product are sufficient for any health claims that are being made on those products. We don't want to see fairy dusting of low amounts of collagen in finished products just so that they can make certain claims on the product that aren't actually supported by amounts in that finished product. So these things we find are very important to brands, manufacturers in this space that want to be transparent. That's a key aspect that all consumers are looking for these days is transparency in their products. They want to see that quality. They want to see that evidence in their finished products. And the Collagen Verified Program is a way to do it.
Thanks very much, Kevin. And I should probably mention that the program is available at both ingredient as well as brand level. It is a rather new program, and we're really excited to have Arun there from Stratum, one of our ingredient supporters of the Collagen Stewardship Alliance. They've been with us for several years now, and they've recently completed the program to become Collagen Verified. And Arun, why don't you introduce yourself and talk about your experience within the collagen category and Stratum?
Yeah, thank you for having me here, Len, and nice to meet you, Kevin. Uh, Stratum's main goal, as you know, is to provide science-backed, efficacious, high-quality ingredients to the consumers. In this regard, we have conducted multiple clinical trials. We are a CGMP and an FDA-registered facility for our manufacturing. We are also upcycle certified as well as kosher and halal. When it comes to NutraStrong Collagen Verified Program, we have been associated with Collagen Stewardship Alliance for a few years, as Len mentioned, almost 5 years now. And Stratum is well aligned with CSA's objectives to ensure a long-term credibility and integrity of collagen manufacturers. You know, it's a crowded market. The supply chain can be a bit tricky, and the end consumer is not particularly clear on some of the types of collagen. Some labels even claim vegan, vegetarian. So there's a lot of confusion and misguided approach to collagen labeling. So when we learned about NutraStrong, it was a natural choice for us to get our collagen product certified. NutraStrong, as we know, integrates the 4 pillars: the testing standards, label compliance, manufacturing, as well as corporate values. Not many certification focuses on all these products under one umbrella. So, it was very natural for us to join the program, get it certified, and take it to the customers and make sure that they understand the value of the certification.
Well, I want to thank you both. And as the Collagen Stewardship Alliance, we're really strongly confident that this program is going to allow the differentiation, and it's going to elevate the companies in a very crowded, sometimes opaque space with some transparency. So we're really excited and glad to have you both aboard as part of this program. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Len.
Hello, my name is Len Monheit. I'm the Executive Director of the Collagen Stewardship Alliance, and it's a pleasure to be here with you today with my guest, Hannah Charan, who's the Associate Director of Product for UC2, the Lonza collagen product. And we're here to talk a little bit about the Collagen Verified Program. As a backgrounder, the Collagen Verified Program is administered by SGS NutraSource, was inaugurated about 1.5 years ago. We have had a couple companies that have come through the program. It is intended to elevate ingredients and brands in the collagen category to talk about and position based on their clinical evidence at dose, quality in manufacturing, and then to allow brands to leverage the program from the ingredient suppliers and show that they're formulating an effective dosage and actually have the stability through the shelf life. So really, it's a differentiator in the collagen category, and we're really excited about the program, and we're really excited about Lonza coming through the program with Collagen Verified at this time. So Hannah, welcome. Glad you're with us. Glad you're part of CSA and part of this program.
Thank you so much. We're super thrilled to be part of the CSA and super excited about our Collagen Verified certification. So thank you for being here and letting me talk about it a little bit with you.
Excellent. So from your perspective, maybe we'll talk a little bit about the industry climate, the category climate, and your perspective on third-party certification within the category.
Sure. So, I mean, we see independent verification and certification as an opportunity to responsibly support consumer and brand decision making in a really saturated ingredient market and supplement space. No doubt about it. Collagen gets more confusing the more people that come into it, and it's a really confusing category for consumers to understand. And so anything we can do to make sure that there's credibility behind the ingredients and the brands that we're putting out there, we're going to support that. We found that the Collagen Verified program, among many others, was probably one of the strongest ones because we found it extremely comprehensive, right? So we found that the program ensured that brands that receive this distinction meet really high standards, of course, but on really things that matter to us like purity, integrity, manufacturing excellence, and of course, claim substantiation, which is critical in this industry. So I think independent verification, absolute necessity, need more of that in the industry, especially as we get more saturated in collagen. And we found the collagen verified one really hit the points on what we kind of value ourselves on as well.
Well, we certainly appreciate it. We think it's a comprehensive, a very unique program that really recognizes the nuances within the category, like types and sources. So that was extremely important, that we really have something that was representative of the nuance of the category. So what ingredients are you currently certifying, and what are some of the important points regarding your ingredient?
Sure thing. So Lonza capsules and health ingredients, we just received the collagen verified distinction for our UC2 undenatured type 2 collagen. As the originators of this ingredient, really coming on 25 years on the market, no idea how that just snuck up, but 25 years on the market, we are the most researched undenatured type 2 collagen on the market as of this year. The principles of the Collagen Verified Program, thinking things like trust and transparency and efficacy, they're the ones that really highly resonate with us. And so we saw it as a natural fit to make sure that we got this certification as well. Just talking a little bit more about UC2 collagen for a second, maybe in a nutshell, it's a really tremendous breakthrough ingredient for joint health, and especially the emerging mobility and healthy aging and longevity spaces as well. At the very tiny 40 milligram dose per day, UC2 collagen has a lot of clinical research that demonstrates its support of joint comfort, of flexibility and mobility by working with the body's natural process to promote cartilage repair. This tiny dose and what I consider to be a rather neutral taste and odor make it extremely easy to work with in a variety of different dosage forms that are especially popping up right now in the supplement space. Think of food and beverages, for example, as well as your maybe more traditional capsules and tablets. So that's the ingredient that we're getting or that we completed the certification that we're really proud of. And that's a little bit about, what makes that collagen especially special.
Excellent. And the program itself is really, as I mentioned at the top, is intended for the ingredients, but also for their brand partners. We really want it to then be visible for consumers and a differentiator in the marketplace. For you personally, and you from a corporate standpoint, what are the benefits that your brand partners and then their customers can see, do you think, from this ingredient and the program?
For sure. So we were banking on success. So we did some research also aligned to, okay, if we were successful here in getting this certification, what would that mean for consumers? So in this consumer research that we conducted on our own, two findings really stood out to me that I'll share with you today. One of them is that nearly 50% of consumers would try a new joint health supplement if it had an easy to understand, I need to repeat that one, easy to understand and strong scientific backing, 50%. And then the second kind of point that we got out of this study was that nearly 1/3 of consumer clinical evidence or studies, or nearly 1/3 of the consumers that we surveyed consider clinical evidence or studies as the most important when choosing a joint health supplement. So all this to say, strong scientific backing, table stakes in this industry. And we take that responsibility extremely seriously, which is why we are recognized as this most researched brand in the world. So all that to say that that's the consumer research. And so we believe that brands know that by using the UC2 ingredient and leveraging the UC2 collagen trademark, they're supporting customers' needs for strong scientific backing. And we're grateful for the Collagen Verified Program because it validates the same scientific rigor that we stand by as well. Yeah. And like I mentioned before, with UC2 collagen, brands don't only benefit from the strong scientific backing that I mentioned, but also from a really innovative and low dose scientifically backed ingredient as well, manufactured right here in the US that can support them in a wide array of claim substantiation within joint health. It's also super versatile across dosage forms, and it's also sold in nearly 50 countries to date. So it has a very robust regulatory offering of science-backed benefits across all of these markets, really giving brands the confidence to launch products for consumers with approved ingredients globally. And I think that's what the Collagen Verified Program is really kind of testament to as well. And what's helping us support that is that we can give brands the confidence to launch products that will resonate with consumers globally.
That's great. That really makes sense. I think it is both intuitive and it expands from a business standpoint. Obviously, that's the clinical evidence and that's the position of the marketplace. From a business, how do you expect it to be beneficial internally? externally, the
Sure.
relationships that it's going to engender, those types of things.
For sure, yeah. I mean, internally, we're all super excited about it, right? It reinforces our pride and our confidence that we have in UC2 collagen. We know our ingredient not only meets but exceeds the most stringent standards for a variety of parameters on quality, on integrity, and on the scientific backing. So for us, it's a proud point. We shared it internally. Everybody's cheering, woohoo. They're figuring out, okay, what are all the different ways we can leverage this certification and really make the most of it for our customers? Now, externally, this certification, it really gives, like I mentioned before, our customers and our partners a powerful, consumer-backed advantage. It's not just some moot point. We did the consumer research and we know that they're looking for this third-party accreditation. So in the study that we recently conducted, 71% of respondents reported increased confidence in UC2 collagen because of receiving a third-party certification, like the NutraStrong certification. And over 75% said that they were more likely to purchase joint health supplements featuring the UC2 collagen with this type of certification. So make of that point what you may. That's what the consumer surveys came back with, and we really believe in that kind of insight when we think about, what kind of programs we want to invest in. And that kind of proof point for us, it really translates directly into strong consumer trust and greater market pull for our customers and their brands at the end of the day. It strengthens our partnerships because it aligns with the same values that matter most to them today, going back to the points that we really liked about the Collagen Verified Program, that trust, that credibility, and that proven performance. So all around, lots of opportunities with it.
Yeah, and our CSA consumer research data did point out the merit of a program such as this. So that went into the development considerations. It's good to see that alignment. The process wasn't too painful, was it?
No, it was thorough, but it wasn't painful, I wouldn't say. We expected, some thoroughness, otherwise it wouldn't have been worth it, right? Like they all say. If it's not difficult, it's probably not worth it. So we expected that. It required some really detailed documentation around a lot of different parameters, which I think is the part that we liked the most, right? We liked that we needed to provide substantiation around not only our science, our manufacturing, also our quality standards and testing, all of which are really central to how UC2 collagen has been developed and delivered to the market now for decades, right? We also valued this vigor because, it means that the program is worth something, right? If it were easy, if it were just checking boxes, wouldn't really be validating to what it is, what we're doing, and what we stand for as a business. And so while it was extremely demanding, it confirmed kind of what we know, right? UC2 Collagen, it's a leader in innovation, but a leader in responsibility, transparency, and trust. And like I mentioned before, that's exactly what respondents to our consumer research were looking for. This independent verification of these raw materials is important to them. These branded ingredients do resonate with them because they give them that confidence on quality and on transparency and integrity. And so for us, a no-brainer, and it wasn't too difficult and worth it.
Excellent, and glad to hear. And obviously, we at the CSA are very, very pleased with this development, the engagement of Lonza in this program, but also in CSA. As you know, our mission is to steward responsible growth of this category, to drive transparency. It, in some cases, is opaque when it comes to types, sources, doses, the attribution of the science. These are the things that we're fighting together. We're stronger together in that. We do want to elevate the category. We want to make sure that there's not necessarily barriers, but there is some structure to it that allows the players that are responsible to be eminently successful. So maybe in closing, what about the CSA? I mean, what do you see your role within it, and what's next?
Hey, absolutely supporting in that objective, leading where it makes sense, but really just being an advocate for the responsibleness of the collagen category, right? I mentioned it at the start of this. As more people come in, it just gets more confusing for consumers. Collagen becomes, I hate it, but a buzzword, right? And so whatever we can do to kind of clean that up and make sure that we're putting responsible products out there that deliver what they say they're going to deliver is the biggest responsibility that we have as an ingredient supplier. And I think that Lonza does an excellent job at upholding that responsibility. As for the Collagen Stewardship Alliance, I think we talked about having some programs towards the end of this year or early next that I'm looking forward to. But I would also, I'm kind of curious, how do we take this to other segments, right? Pet is another one where you see collagen really emerging as a a buzzword again. I hate it, but it keeps happening. And so, how do we also tackle that problem that's kind of emerging in that segment as well? That's really where I see, us being able to work together.
And we look forward to that. And I've got a couple buzzwords that are in my vocabulary, and I can use one of them right now. It's sort of a signature term: watch this space. So I wanted to insert that. You gave me the opportunity to do it. We're excited about what this portends. It's going to be an interesting next piece of this. This certification is part of our process, elevating these companies, these ingredients, these brands. So watch this space. Thank you very much, Hannah.
No problem. Thank you so much, Len.
Thanks.
So thank you for listening for our this next episode of the ITC podcast. Please reach out if you want more information on the CSA or on the third-party certification Collagen Verified through SGS NutraSource, and encourage sharing this episode. And thank you for joining, and we will see you next time.